George Washington, the man who would become the first president of the United States, only made one trip outside of that country, and that was here to Barbados in the West Indies. During that visit, he kept a personal journal detailing many of his activities while here. I've gone through this journal and I have a number of questions that I would like to ask him. But I see he's here, so let's go ask him.
Oh,
Mr. President.
Good day. Good day, sir.
I've just been discussing your journal, and I was
This survived all those years?
All those years, yes.
Incredible.
And last night I was reviewing it, and there were a number of areas in the journal that caused me to really, I felt I needed to get a little bit more from you, because the text is not fully descriptive.
Well, I was a young man writing my impressions, you know?
Yes. Well, it says here, for example, let's get started with this one. The day after your arrival, you had an entry here where this morning received a card from Major Clark welcoming us to Barbados with an invitation to breakfast and dine with him. We went, myself with some reluctance, as the smallpox was in his family. So George, what happened?
Well, the most dreadful thing one could imagine happened. I caught smallpox. My brother Lawrence had had it before, but I, this young man of 19, I caught the dreaded smallpox. And come, I'll show you the very chamber I lay ill in, if you come. Here it is. I lay ill on this bed with the smallpox, attended by doctors Lanahan, famous doctor, and Dr. Hillary. Well, can you imagine? What if I had died in this bed? The whole course of the American Revolution would have been different. One could even assume that there would be no United States of America today. It's incredible, but I survived, and I lived, and I went on to be the commanding general of the forces of Congress, and we defeated the British, and I became the first president of the United States of America. Remarkable, isn't it?
That is fascinating, absolutely fascinating. There's more in this journal that I want to
You have
ask
more
about.
questions?
I have more questions.
Please, sir. Please
Okay.
ask.
You actually went to dine about a week after you came.
Ah, yes, at Judge Maynard.
Judge Maynard is correct, yes. You have a very good memory considering how long ago it was. Yes, right here it says, after dinner was the greatest collection of fruits I've yet seen. On the table there was a granadella, the sapadilla, pomegranate, sweet orange, water lemon, forbidden fruit, apples, guava, etc., etc. Now I have to say that I was a little bit interested in that forbidden fruit. That caught my eye.
Well, yes, that caught my attention as well. I'd never heard of a fruit called the forbidden fruit. I did enjoy it. It was tangy with a little bit of sweetness. And I discovered that this was a hybrid that sprang up in Barbados. So Barbados gave birth to the forbidden fruit. And in your day and age, this fruit is known as the grapefruit.
And grapefruit, I would never have considered that forbidden.
Yes, that's one of the things that Barbados gave to the world. This small island where I spent almost 7 weeks, and the only place I've ever been outside of the continental United States of America.
So now I can feel naughty in the mornings while having breakfast.
You are correct, sir. Are there any further questions?
Yes, I do. I have one more that is a particular note.
What may that be, I wonder?
Yes, well, this one is, you made a comment about women in the country. You said the ladies generally, and this is very near to the end of your visit, the ladies generally are very agreeable, but by ill custom or which affect the Negro style. Now, what did you mean by that?
Well, yes, you know, I came from Virginia, the first time I'd ever traveled in my life. And I met these beautiful young Barbadian women, but I noticed that their behavior, their body language, their relationship with each other, and with the black servants around them was, to my Virginian eyes, rather strange. And what I especially noticed was that they spoke among themselves a language that I couldn't understand. I kept hearing strange words like wunna and juk and who the body is and things like that. And I had to ask friends of mine, I said, what language are they speaking to their servants? And I was told, oh, that's the language we speak among ourselves. Everybody on this island, regardless of your complexion, all speak this Creole language, which is called Bajan. And I thought it quite amazing because in Virginia, we hadn't developed a similar Creole language. And perhaps it may have irked me a little bit as a young man, which is why I made the statement that drew your attention. But generally, I found Barbadians to be very hospitable people, very welcoming and very warm people. And they contributed to my enjoyment of this beautiful island because in my memory and in the reality, it really is a very beautiful island with a historic importance and with a culture all of its own.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, for clarifying these questions that I had on your journal. Having read through this journal completely, I know there are many other questions I could be asking you, but for now I know you're busy. We can leave it there, but it is my hope that many people will come and visit George Washington House here in Barbados and learn the things that we've been learning over the past several years.
Thank you very much, sir. It's been entirely my pleasure.